Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Herbert changing things up. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. There he goes, right side. Austin Ekeler, touchdown LA. Austin Ekeler with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now it's Herbert. Johnston on a quick slant. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. These two teams all tied after one. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15 it goes. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the run, now Herbert to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert throwing again. And he fires one, but incomplete. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster. And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now from Dicker. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense? Exactly.
How many times have we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it, but I still think it was the right play.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert going to change the look. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Juwan Johnson His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are back within a score.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring point.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Returnable here for Davis. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert going to change the play here. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert Blitz coming, and down he goes. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, now they'll shift things around. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Pacheco gets it again on second down. Down the left sideline. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-and-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Herbert changing things up. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now they'll change things up. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught right side, Davis. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. And Johnston sent in motion.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Pacheco on the read option. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. KJ Hamler, 44 yards. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One last throw here for Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had?